Hi, welcome back to Maria's Kitchen. You are in for a treat today. I have a personal fact you probably don't know about me, but I was a waitress for 15 years. And one of my last jobs that I was a waitress at was Olive Garden, one of my personal favorite restaurants. And I'm going to show you today how to do Zuppa Toscana soup, which is a really big hit in my family. We love this soup so much, and I know you're going to love it because it is so easy and fast to put together. And I'm going to go over the ingredients with you, and we're going to get started. Here are the ingredients. You will need 64 ounces of chicken broth, and I actually chose low sodium because I want you to be able to regulate your salt intake so we're not too salty. You're going to need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. You're going to need bacon. I used about 5 slices of Farmer John bacon. You can pick whatever bacon you like. Oh, you're gonna need hot Thomasville Italian sausage. And you already know me, hot, but you don't have to get hot, but I did. You're gonna need salt. You're going to need 4 garlic cloves, cracked pepper, crushed chili seeds, of course, and you're going to need a whole onion. I used a yellow onion, but you can use a white onion if you want. And I used a whole one, a big one. You're going to need Idaho or russet potatoes. And I think that is it. And we're going to come back and get started. I forgot to tell you one of the most key ingredients and very nutritious is kale. And I want to give you a few facts about kale. Kale is among the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Kale is loaded with powerful antioxidants. It's an excellent source of vitamin C, and it lowers cholesterol and reduces risk of heart disease. Kale is one of the world's best sources of vitamin K, and I will be back. You will need 5 to 7 potatoes. I've already cut up about 6 of them, and I'm going to show you how to cut them. First of all, you're going to go get the potato, and you're going to use a scrubber and just scrub the potato. I pretty much have already scrubbed this one. I'm just showing you how to do it. You're going to go ahead and cut them in about more than a 1/4 inch thick because you want them a little thick so they don't break up and fall apart in the soup, although some of them can be thin and they'll be fine, but I'm showing you right here how to slice this one about a little over a 1/4 inch thick. And I'm going to throw the butt out, sorry. But here we are, we've got the 7 potatoes cut up, and I'll show you what to do next. I have to tell you, you have to put your sliced potatoes in some water so they will not get oxidized and they'll stay nice and pretty and white. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut our Thomasville sausage. This one's in a casing, so I'm going to have to take off the casing from the outside. But you can also buy the Italian sausage already ground without the casing. But I just picked this one up, and you just take the casing off, and we're going to go ahead and break it up in here and start cooking it. So it's been cooking 5 minutes exactly, and I broke it up. And you know what, you want to go ahead and leave it in some of them big chunks because they're so delicious when they're in the soup. You'll get a good bite. At this point, I'm going to get 1/2 teaspoon of the red pepper flakes and put them in. But you know that my family likes it hot and spicy, so I'm putting another 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to go ahead and just cook it for a few seconds. And then we are going to turn the flame off just real quick. And we're going to actually turn the flame off, and we're going to actually put this aside in a pan right here. There we go. Got it all out. Let me see if I got it all out. And then we are going to start cooking our bacon. So I'm putting it back on a medium heat, and I've got the bacon going in now. This was 4 slices of bacon, but I cut them into 1/2 inch little strips. You can see right here. So we're going to cook the bacon till it's almost done and not crispy, and we'll be right back. Okay, it was on high for about 2.5 minutes, and this is how you want it. It's done, but not all the way done where it's crunchy. We are at this point now going to pour in all of the onion that I diced. You want it diced. 1 whole onion I diced. This is a yellow one. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I love onion. Oh, it looks so beautiful. We're going to cook this on medium just till it gets translucent. And it's going to be beautiful. Just for about maybe a couple of minutes. Okay, it's been about a minute. And we are going to go ahead and put in, I have 4 garlic cloves that I minced up here. And you're going to put those 4. You know you don't want to overcook your garlic. So it's probably going to be less than 30, about 30 seconds. We'll just leave it cooking just for a little bit. And it looks beautiful. Right after this, we're just about to put in the broth. Yeah, I see it there. I think, oh God, it's so pretty. Just look at this. Can you imagine how it's going to taste? Okay, I think we are ready to put in the chicken broth, and we're going to go ahead and put 1 in for now, and then we're going to put the other one. This is 1 32 ounce, and I guess I can probably do 2 at one time. Let's just do it, because we got to get this to a boil. We're just getting all this in. This was 64 ounces of chicken broth total. The chicken broth is in, and we just need to get this to a rolling boil. Now, I know different pots will get to a rolling boil faster, but we will be right back when it's to a rolling boil. Okay, it's at a rolling boil, and I have it on medium. I am going to get these potatoes in. I rinsed them already, and I drained them. So I gotta be really careful because we don't want to splash. We've got all the potatoes in. Ooh, look at that. We're going to throw the Italian sausage in. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now we are going to put the lid on, and we'll be back in 7 to 10 minutes. Make sure you put your flame on a simmer, a low simmer. Okay, I lowered it, and we'll be back. We are just about done. And it's looking fabulous. The next thing we're going to show you is I'm going to pull this out. It was on for exactly 11 minutes. See how the fork goes right in and it goes right through the potato? Perfect. Now what you're going to do is quickly pour in the cup of heavy whipping cream, and you're going to stir it around just for a little bit. Ooh, look at that. Oh my God, look at all the potatoes and the sausage, and the kale is coming soon. Now I'm going to leave that there. It's on medium, and I'm going to show you real quick. You're going to need 2 cups of kale, and I'm going to show you how to just take it off. I washed it already and rinsed it. You're just pulling it off in rough chunks. And then we are going to go back. There it is. Oh, look at this beautiful stuff. We're going to go back, and we're going to add half a teaspoon to start with, and then we're going to taste it. We're going to swirl it around and taste it, because you're going to have to just keep adding salt to your preference. Okay. Tastes good already. And you're going to go ahead and do some cracked pepper. Maybe, that looks like about I'd say about a half teaspoon there, of course. And we're going to stir it around a little bit. And this is the final stage. Look how beautiful that is. We're going to put all this beautiful kale on top, and we're going to press it down, and we're going to fit this. This is going to wilt, and it'll be really beautiful. Look at the color of this. It's so beautiful. And after this, we are going to let it just stay for a bit. We are at the finale of the show, and I want you to look at this because it is so beautiful. We just put the kale in, and it was only there about a minute or two, and it wilted so beautifully in a vibrant green. I am about ready to ladle it, but I just want to let you know, if you don't like this extra grease on the top, you can actually just skim some out and just take it out like this and put it on the side. But you know what? I'm leaving it, and I'm just going to stir it around, and I'm going to ladle it now. So come close. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get some of the potatoes. Look at how beautiful this is. It looks almost exactly, no, it is exactly like theirs. And I am going to get extra kale for mine because I love it. Okay, then you're going to come over here and you're going to have your spoon. And I actually cooked some breadsticks already, and this is a pretty good brand. I just want to show you because it was from Save Mart, and they had butter and seasoning on top already. So I'm going to actually dip this in and try it. Oh, it's so good. You got to see this up close. You see that all together? I'm going to try to get, here we go. It's really hot. Delicious. And the potato is so soft. The spices are perfect. And I am going to go into the scripture of the day. Here we go. I've been reading this book called Crazy Love by Francis Chan, and this scripture stood out to me. So this is the scripture of the day. Galatians 5:13. You, my brothers, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the sinful nature. Rather, serve one another in love. The entire law is summed up in a single command. Love your neighbor as yourself. Your neighbor could be anybody. It could be your neighbor across the street. It could be somebody at the bank. It could be somebody at the post office or the grocery store. Love your neighbor. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Come back next week. We've got more soups on the schedule. Bye.